Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Obduction. So, we found a new area, which that's happened several times, where particularly in this area, in this world, the staircases are designed so that you can easily miss them. And this looks like this is going to take us somewhere. The music certainly is playing like this is going to take us somewhere and do something. And so I guess the idea might be that we actually accomplish something cool or see something a little different. I guess we're gonna get up on that device and ride it over to the other side, which we've seen the other side of that device, and I think that's gonna help quite a bit actually. And this is just a cliff, not a wall. Felt like a wall. Here's the way up. There's the wall. So it's ever so close to the wall. If there's a swap that happens on the edge. What would happen, I wonder, if you swapped a sphere around the shielded part? We may find out in this game. Come on. There we go. Over there's another section that is a wall. Over here's another section. And we've got a lot of fog. Fog everywhere. And I have the graphics turned up to the maximum, and clearly they wanted the fog to be there. It's not just used as a crutch or an inability to animate graphics. And this puts us, I believe, right where we need to be to lower the shortcut. Oh, thank goodness. So with any luck, the machine that is down here with all the buttons, knobs, and dials is a red herring, and we don't have to do anything with it. That would be nice. This feels like it's gonna take me deep, maybe even underwater, but I mean, there's a decent amount of rust on all of this bronze looking equipment. We can see the propellers and the turbine. See, this might really just get us to the tree. This is another part of Hoonrath. Interesting. And this might be that big sphere that rotated. Another door. Shortcut locked. Okay. Back to Hoonrath we go. And if we just have to spin one entire sphere, that'll actually be bad. Be nothing compared to what we have been doing. Yeah, it feels like this is just gonna get spun. I was even in the original Myst game, I always had, the first time I played it, I had a little bit of a feeling that maybe somebody would just go up. Seems to be a shell for the most part. Because this would have just been a pile of air that was swapped before. I suspect it would have. So they had to construct. Now, honestly, I have no reason whatsoever to take more than four tries at this. However, if you've been paying attention, I have done some of these puzzle things and taken more than is a reasonable amount of attempts. That didn't. And unless the idea is to now walk under this. It's not right. It might be that this device actually spins it more than 90 or less than 90 degrees. There actually are more. But the game would not be that cruel to make you like hold down the button and it rotates 1 degree per click. Yeah, that seemed like 45 degrees, maybe even 15, 30 degrees. But the way things work here too, there's some weirdness. If I could just go around, which I suppose I could, I don't have to mess with this at all. And that might be the better move. To not mess with this and have the item. So 2 clicks, go unlock this door. Ask this. I'm just gonna hit the button twice and hope that. See if there's anything over here. There is. So I'm gonna give it 2 clicks. That's either gonna be a terrible mistake or very nice. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's not rush. Let's do 1 click, transfer back, just make sure. Another click, transfer back, just because the last thing I want to do is have this overshoot it and then look like a fool and have to go through the whole cycle again. Hmm. 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 Like, how much work would it really be to get back to go around? Would have been 2 clicks. Of course, we may find out it actually isn't 2 clicks at all, and I'm wrong. Yeah, I feel like this is what the game wants us to do, though, because if it isn't what it wants us to do, then there's going to be a lot of walking, even more walking than before, to adjust the other sphere that was here into place if it's not in the right place. I don't know if it is or not. Hmm. Could you make a game like this with 2D graphics? That's an interesting thought. Hmm. Like, how could you speed this up is really what I'm trying to think. A lot of swapping. There's more swapping here than there was ever moving around Myst. Or perhaps Uru. Might have been a movement around swapping or hitching. Hitching. And come on, game. Where are we? Okay, we are back. Where? I think we're right where we. So. This is what we kind of needed. Was a shortcut that would let us passage that connects to anything. So I can either spin this 1, 2, 3, 4 times and then come back here, or I can get the actual proper thing. I have a feeling that since this is just slightly off view, that it might not line up anyways. Let's give it a try. Let's hope for the shortest solution before we do anything else. Worst case scenario, you have to run around this. It's still going to be a pretty long journey. I would have to take the elevator there up to that. To the swapper that's over there. And then run around the mechanical age about a minute. Try to avoid that. tilt. Two. Three. And 4. Hope that's right. There's a barrier down below here, I guess, so there's no way that there's supposed to be a passage under this. Still a lot of swapping, but I guess that's all you do here. So I guess Abduction is not the best name for this game, although there is a game called The Swapper already, so I don't know what you would call it otherwise. Portal would have been a good name. Shame it was already taken. Worked. Worked, it lined up. And doesn't. So what's the benefit of coming back up to this? We're gonna have to switch now. Good news is there's, as far as I can tell, no reason to forever spin this again, and I actually have this as a good reference if I need to spin the other one, because now I know the entrance should have been here, then the exit should have been there, and I believe it was there, unless it was, say, here. But there really is no quicker way. This is the shortcut. Through the garage. To the elevator built out of a bucket lift. It would break, I guess, the game a little bit if you clicked an elevator button and then it just faded out and faded in, but not too much. You don't have to show every bit of a game, every second. You can save the player some time. So I wonder if the crystals in those forms are safe. I'm gonna find that even in those forms, I can't get anywhere near them. was no call button. Can't take that. Can use this. You can even walk. In fact, it moves fast enough that not even really inconvenienced. Pitching. And where this I'm still at 50-50 as far as whether I actually believe all of the places that have been swapped are going to be capable of being unswapped. Some of the places, particularly in this world, strike me as permanent, artistic choices, but then again, maybe not. It just screams that there should be another swap place that can't reach. It's something that would go to Hunrath quicker than this. The walking. And it is 1 off. Seriously. I want to come back this direction because I'd like to use the elevator. But now the further I go, well, I realize that this is probably not worth our time. Because this is even more walking. And see, would it be any quicker to transport yourself here? Actually, it might be the only option. Back. Yeah, this one won't let me go there. So this was my backup thought anyways, was to well, I guess maybe we could call this. Ended up in a different place than where I thought I was going. Nope, there's no way to call this that I see. So this section really does feel intentional. A lot of stepping sounds. Is a big fear. Although, was that carved out or was that intentional? So this was my backup thought. Transport this and then we can find something different to actually, I'm not sure if I can do anything with this one because this might be that one. Yeah. This is the one that can't get out of ledge. So if there is some goal or some way, some reason to put everything back where it belongs, this has to be your last step. It just has to. I wish there was a bridge over gone to that point because that would have been a nice fast travel location. So we gotta go all the way back. Find some kind of, perhaps a very small shortcut somewhere, but yeah, I don't get that one. Doesn't look like this goes anywhere. And if I did put it back where it belongs. Really need. That. So mental note, do not walk this direction. Don't go this way ever again. Without good reason. Real solution. A lot easier. Walk back the way you came. Of course, I have missed a path somewhere here. Get the elevator down. Can't remember where. Probably a pair of stairs that go up. Yes. That's it, right? These stairs are where I was supposed to go. And you can definitely feel how annoying this game could get for players. If they're wandering back and forth, swapping different from different planets to different planets. Ah, yes. That whole machine is missing. Now it just crushed it or broke it, blew it off the edge. So that whole thing was just a joke. Like that feels like that was a demo joke. You know, it's not completely lost on me the idea that this game is probably one of the worst games to play in shorter 30-minute recordings. However, it probably also benefits it a little bit too. Any frustration a viewer might have, or I might even have, gets broken up between daily episodes. However, there are also going to be episodes where little is accomplished or tiny increments of progress are made, but not major satisfactory actions. I think that's kind of what's happened here. We need swap. Need to swap the wooden piece, but I also need to swap it in such a way that I can exit. So I should be good with how it is. And then swap, exit, come back to path. Again, this is feels like there should be a machine or something where you could lock in coordinates, and when you locked in the coordinates you could swap into different places that you're able to before. Feels like you should just be able to always go home. Come on, button. What I'd give for a cursor that worked. Now this should work. Should allow me to exit where I stand. Go in circles. It can't go here. So yeah, a lot more working, a lot more swapping. It's gonna happen in the next recording. That's gonna be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.